Hey,
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to
How you doing,
another
guys?
episode of the Geeky Weekly with Kyle, Darren, and Gray, and me, Bill Field.
Hello. You're so professional, Bill.
I try to be.
I just
I
start the
try very
stream.
hard to be.
I just start the stream and sit there saying nothing. You know what
I know, but I always think it's good to like start it off with a little explanation.
no fucks given, basically. I
No
couldn't give
fucks
a fuck.
given. Yes.
You know. Oops, there you go. I've got my camera as well now.
Whoa.
There we are. Right, I've got no new comic books to show, unfortunately. Oh,
What?
I know,
Okay,
it's crap,
I
isn't it?
had never heard of this one.
Oh,
this-
I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's stupid funny, but you know,
Hmm.
I guess they were out of ideas that week.
It's the Hulk Wolverine hybrid. It's
Wolverines, yeah.
Asian guy, I think.
Weapon H. Yeah, it's
Weapon H. That's it. I got because I won a contest on one of the channels years ago, and I won a couple of issues of Weapon H. It was all right.
Darren, is that not stupid or what?
That cover is brilliant. That's like
cover's
Gray's
brilliant.
favorite character.
The cover's great.
It's come full circle. Pitt copied Hulk, and now Weapon H has copied Pitt.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Hey, I got a couple of ephemera packages the last few days. Actually, got one to open
A
here.
couple of effeminate packages.
Let's get the ephemera out of the way real quick.
Effeminate? You're
Yeah,
effeminate?
he says ephemera, but I know he means effeminate. Let me
I do
just-
too. What is that?
Effeminate. That is a 1949 Danny Kaye.
Penny K, yeah, that's cool.
Isn't that weird? That looks like Drew Friedman's art. That's kind of funny.
Just a little
Oh,
coat.
wow.
Blank back there. Got that yesterday from France. This is the last.
Danny Kaye, who was a secret lover of Laurence Olivier, supposedly.
Really?
Yeah. I know. Sir Larry. Yeah, well, you know. Darren, how are you, buddy?
If we had a 3-hour show, I'd tell my Danny Kaye story of heartbreak from 1986.
I don't think I want it to be 3 hours, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle a
It was
3-hour
enough.
story. I don't mind doing a 3-hour stream of sharing comic books, but I don't want to sit in 3 hours listening to one story.
No, it is.
That would be fucking tedious to the extreme.
I paid for a chance to meet Danny Kaye, and
Yeah.
he had to cancel the show, and he died right afterwards.
Anything to get out of meeting you, hey?
There you go. There you go.
We're evil.
All right, now, shit. I can't keep up this cowboy charade. I need my glasses on.
You look like Crocodile Dundee, mate, than a cowboy with a leather jacket. Let's take a little stroll. The Sporty Maids Burlesque.
By the split back and things like that,
Oh.
I'd say that's pre-1920.
That's crazy.
That's potentially flapper times. I mean, but I think that's pre-1920.
Just a minute, I've just seen your
Is that a
name.
British style postcard or is that a American one?
Spelled rawhide wrong.
Probably British. Probably British.
Who spelled raw? Oh, Raw Ride.
Raw
Yeah,
Ride.
I didn't even notice that.
See, the Raw Ride Kid.
We have such lovely
This
things.
could be squeaking up into the 40s, the 30s and 40s. Though the dead giveaway on the time on this is it's definitely pre-1960.
Well, what is the RFD?
Postbox.
RF,
I'm going to take a call real quick. I'll be
RFD or RFO?
RFD.
What does it stand for?
Rural something delivery.
All right. So something to do with the
That's like
postal service.
Mayberry's Mayberry RFD. Well, this is even cooler than I thought.
How much do these sort of things cost when you buy them, Kyle? Is that Marilyn or-
I got both these for like $10 all in.
That's not bad. Who's that? Is that Marilyn?
It looks to be Maryland, but as my stuff gets blown down by the wind.
Well, you all sit in an open garage.
Oh no! Hold on.
Don't lose them, mate. Don't
I
let
got
them
to
blow
get up and
away.
get these off the floor, and I got to get this jacket off me because it's too clumsy. I'll be back in a second.
All right, mate. We'll go back to the big screen. Honestly, how you been, Darren? You've been lots of good hunting, lots of good shopping.
Yeah, I got back from Wales yesterday, so I've got a collection that I'll show you bits of if you want to see it.
Yeah, of course, mate. I've got nothing new to show, so you
I
know.
can tell you when the boys are back. I can tell you the collection story. It won't last 3 hours, I promise.
Well, I hope not. This is what I read this today.
Stick yourself, Big Grey.
I can't bother to get up. I'm really going to show these two because all right. Well, we've seen these before. There's no one watching anyway, and yeah, everyone. This is what I'm currently reading.
But you know what? Do you know what? There's not that many live viewers, but there's a lot of people come on during the week and watch.
I don't think they do.
They do.
I think Facebook lies to me. You got no bloody comments. I mean, YouTube lies. I reckon. No comments. No one gives a toss. So I here and whatever. Right, I like this cover. This is a great cover.
I love these kind of things. I've never read any of them, but I just love the concept of the horror and about the 70s and coming Marvel, DC or indie doesn't matter. But I like all that and the war one.
This works actually because I'm thinking of doing some. So I turn it this way around. Doing some streams where I like show the comic book and maybe do a read through. I was thinking of maybe doing another, if you fancy it, Darren, because being a fellow Brit, maybe doing a jokey read along kind of thing where we go through a comic book.
If you want,
get the piss out of it. You know what I mean? So we're just like, you know, analyze it like it's good story, good art, or whatever, and like take the piss out of anything we take the piss out of. And I just thought that might work for a cool stream another night, you know.
If we get like some kind of comic that all four of us have got, we can like do it like a script in a play.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't thinking of doing it as in depth as that. Just like literally, just like maybe just us two, mostly just analysing a comic, going for a comic, reading it through, and talking about it. Because there's too many people in. I don't want to have like a big stream with lots of people on it because then you'll have me talking over each other, which was happening every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's why sometimes I get so annoyed at cover when I'm doing cover slingers because literally I'm talking, no one can fucking hear me, and it just gets on my fucking tits. I do, you know.
I just wonder, you know, great. So you know that it seems as if that 3-second delay is gone, but you had it for about a month.
It seems like I've been at it on cover slingers forever, to be honest. I don't know if maybe the more people in, the worse it is. But who was that in the end? Raw Ride?
I don't think this is Marilyn Monroe because it's 1950.
Right.
Her boobs aren't big enough.
Maybe.
Oh no, that's MWM, not MMW. Yeah, but that's around 1950.
You bought me that now, and it was.
No, these are postcards. Again, by the dress and things.
My favorite version was.
So you bought it as just a collection of postcards.
This is German. Only one of these is posted. There's some textured work. This is from 1945. This is posted.
I'm going to mute Bill for a minute because he's coming through and he's just chatting to customers.
Oh, he's on the phone, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the phone.
Traveling, so we don't want to hear his conversation.
The Art Institute of Chicago. Little side boob. Not too much.
Is that you again, Kyle? Is that a self-portrait?
Little side boob. But again, these are all, like I'd say, pre-1950s. Now, this one, by appearances, it looks like a cabinet card. It's not a postcard. And by the outfit and the fact that it's a cabinet card, this is probably in the 1910s, 1890s, 1910s.
A what card, Kyle? A cabinet card.
That wasn't your granny, was it?
Might be. Well, this would have been my great grandma. Cabinet cards are like photos and things that you would actually put up in your wardrobe and things when you open it up and saw pictures. So they're called cabinet cards. This isn't a postcard; it's a cabinet card.
That
this could go up to the 30s, but judging by the silvery print on it and things like that,
that would have been the equivalent of hardcore porn in them days, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this borderlines on it. I'd call this like a 1900 French postcard.
It's a weird hair.
Except it's not a postcard. So, yeah, but the hair and the outfit, I'd actually put this in the 1890s.
Who knows? You got a
cigarette.
A big old cigarette there.
Yeah, but, yeah, I didn't have much money, but I used it on little bits and pieces of ephemera and stuff I found in the novel.
Little stuff that you like.
Yeah, simple things. Because I'm never going to get the comic books I want for $10 here and $10 there. But
no, your tastes in comic books are expensive, aren't they?
Well, I've got all the lesser expensive ones I want. I almost want for nothing in the comic book department. Almost. Darren's going to show one I want, but
you've got about $1 million in Darren's pile. So how can you say you've got almost everything you want?
Yeah.
You've got a short box at least at Darren's place.
I think I'm down to like 200, 250 books on my forever want list.
I dread to think.
Filler.
I dread to think if I look through it. And once I've got everything listed that I've got in the house and I go through it and compare it to your list, I think I'll probably fill a few slots of it.
Yeah. Because a lot of the stuff I've wanted from you isn't so much on my want list. It's just, well, that's really neat, and I'd keep stuff like that. So, but most of my books, they're just going away. I'm trading them. I'm giving them to the grandson and grandnephew.
Here's my want list.
That's very organized.
It's not too badly organized, is it?
That is very organized.
Yeah.
Is that like all in little boxes, like in Excel or something?
No, it's bloody well. It's just done on a blinking notepad and then printed out.
Right.
I can't hit 3 pages with what I want.
There you go. That's the last page.
Wow.
It's all on my blog as well. If anyone wants to go on my blog and send me gifts of comic books, then these are the ones.
Where does your blog live?
It's on Blogspot.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It's the links in the description every single video I do.
Right.
Speaking of links in the description, did you put links in the description?
Well, I put that one link for the book on what do you call it, on Amazon.
Yeah, there's multiple books on Amazon, but it's cool. She should be popping in today.
Yeah, there was one link there, but yeah, unless you're going to read some poetry, you need to. It kept popping up all these different things. And it was like a massive long link, which just was weird. What I might do maybe is put all the links in a blog post and then put the blog post link in the description box. I've noticed when I try and tag people in videos, it never fucking works for some reason. Like I've looked at that back at. I know you looked at all the old cover slingers. The links that I do to other people's YouTube channels, it never bloody goes to the channel. It always comes up some 404 problem, and like you've got to type in. You go like YouTube and then you start typing in their channel name, and then it auto fills it. And then it just goes to a weird like bunch of numbers. Instead, it suddenly changes from being like, say, for example, Metarog. It suddenly goes to 425 tick. And when you click on the link in the description on your channel, it goes to like a 404 page not found kind of thing. So all the, probably you put. I mean, none of you guys have got channels. Your link will be all right to your what do you call it, to your website, Darren. But for some reason, links to other YouTube channels just seems to want to be a fucking pain in the ass and not really work. So. Anyway, there's a slight whinge for the day. One of many, I'm sure I'll have. What you going to tell us? Well, I've got a bag of all the show, so you tell us the adventures of Splat. Hold on a second. Let me just get the old.
Well, tell you what. Whoa. Just let me go and wash my hands, and I clean my teeth and get a quick water because I was late getting here for the show, and then because I want these comics are not bagged and boarded, so I don't want to start.
Right. Brush your teeth and wash your hands. What the hell is he going to do with his comic books? He's got to brush his teeth and wash his hands.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to put these inside so the wind don't take them down, but that's only going to take me a split second.
All right, so I was going to sit here on my own then.
You'll only be alone for a second.
not bothering to say anything. Hello, one person watching. You're very non-discerning, aren't you? Just sit here and watch a stream with just me lying on the bed with nothing to show, nothing to say, and 3 empty screens. Carl's back. I think the one person watching must be one of our own channels or something. I don't know. Is that a mirror behind you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a mirror showing the other side of the room. It's confusing. Is that a mirror? No, it's just behind the bat wings, isn't it? I see.
But yeah, I've got this grand idea to change up my library.
Right.
So I'm gonna display my Charlie Chaplin stuff, my Danny Kaye stuff. I'm gonna do like a Hollywood and music wall.
Right. He never read the comic books, did he, Danny Kaye?
He was probably in a couple of them, definitely.
Yeah. No, what was the one? It was Jerry Lewis, was it? It was had a long run.
Yeah, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin had a big run series, but like a Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court is like an Adele 4-color, but
right.
I don't really need that.
No, yeah, DC run as well, didn't he, Jerry Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting like 1 or 2 of them at some point. They look quite fun. The Bob Hope covers all look fun. Never seen them.
Neil Adams did quite a few of those.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
So, but Neil Adams started out in funny books. Neil Adams started out drawing Archie.
Yeah. I did a little video, Neil Adams video, based on a write-up in one of the, the DC editorial page used to have like little mini bios of people, and I turned one of those into a little mini video about Neil Adams, and that was it. I can't bother to do anymore.
Bill needs to have a copy of his book up here with him all the time. Be flashing that thing around, saying, here's the book I wrote with him, and
yeah, I should share the link really on the description for this, shouldn't we? But I suppose, I mean, was it printing it up as it's ordered kind of run, or has he got so many copies of it, and how's he doing it?
I don't know. I don't think he has any physical copies with him anymore. Yeah. But yeah, Neil probably would have entertained the thought of being on the show till we told him there's no money involved.
And when he was alive, obviously.
Yeah, and when he was alive. But
yeah,
he would have been on my checklist, but I fully would have expected a no. Game that I don't expect a no from.
No, I wouldn't have thought.
Not for money. If I got a no, it would just be too busy. Bad time to week.
Yeah, that's the point of asking like these big creators onto this little channel with one person watching it. It's not worth it.
It is. It totally is. Get to talk to them about their stuff.
Yeah, but
sadly, they don't get a big audience from
exactly
it.
In their own bloody old time. It's like I feel like a bloody cheek at getting people on here to talk to 3 people. It's like it just feels like a waste of time. But to me,
except for Mandrake, it's been talking to friends. So I've been acquainted with everybody that's been on the show. I actually call a couple of them actual friends in conversation, but Mandrake was kind of a guest kid.
That actually fucking annoys me as well, because it's like great fucking creator. No one fucking watched the video. It's like, what a fucking. You call these people call themselves comic fucking fans, and they can't even bother to watch, JM and bloody Tom Mandrake when we have them on the channel. It's like, what's the point? I just sit here and bloody pick my nose from now on.
Couple more weeks, JM will be back on. I'll probably get it all out of my system. I'm gonna. Once he gets back on the convention circuit, he comes through Indianapolis, I'm going to take him around town, show him his favorite writers from Indianapolis. So
right.
I'm going to take him around to Kurt Vonnegut stuff here in town.
Okay. Get some pictures.
Yeah.
Let's go to Darren then for his long story. He's brushed his teeth, wiped his ass, and washed his hands. He can.
Yeah, in case I can bite the comics.
You can tell us his adventures in comic book buying from this week.
So,
full screen yet?
No, not yet.
All right.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Oh, you want to go for it? We'll go now. Okay. Let's put him on the star of the show.
Woohoo!
Hold on a second. Let's do the old thingy bob again. Where is it? Hold on.
The splat or the fart? I'd say
You dirty old man.
Sorry, mate. Wrong one. Accidental. There you go.
Am I steptoe now?
Total accident that was, mate. Total accident.
Harold! Oh dear.
So,
Right,
how many collections did you buy this week then? Just the one?
Yeah, just one.
8-hour round trip, was it?
Yeah, plus like probably 2 hours with the guy.
Oh, yeah, well.
And it was in South Wales. It was in Bridgend, which is sort of near Cardiff.
Right.
You know, Gavin and Stacey's based on Barry Island.
Right.
Well, in Barry, and there's Barry Island. So
right.
It's fairly sort of Barry Island's a little bit between Cardiff and Bridgend. And I thought, while I'm there, I'm going to go look at the sea.
Well, why not?
So I said to the guy when I left him, I says, where's the nearest sea? He says, oh, just go to Porthcawl. So it was like 5 miles away. So I drove to Porthcawl and parked in an Aldi car park within the view of the sea and walked to the promenade and looked in the sea, and it was filthy and horrible and dirty and cold.
Oh, great. Sounds lovely.
There was a load of people surfboarding in it, though.
Oh,
there's probably about 10 people surfboarding in it.
They're a hardy sort, aren't they? Really,
nuts, absolutely nuts.
I mean, I
so
suppose
anyway,
if you're hardy enough to make love to sheep on a regular basis, then a bit of cold water surfing ain't going to be a problem, is it?
And I got my glasses on one. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy got in touch with me, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and he says he got a collection to sell. And so we chatted, and eventually I ended up going to, well, we agreed a price in advance based on, you know, what he thought the condition was. And I said, well, as long as the condition is that, then okay. But it was a lot of money for my standards. I probably won't tell you what it was, but
okay.
It's certainly more than I wanted to pay, that's for sure. And so but it was Marvel based, so I had to have it. It was Marvel, and you know, I need Marvel. You know, I need Marvel because that's what sold most of on the shop. So I've got to have some Marvel.
Right.
And so I says, right, I'll come down and have a look. So I got to him, and the people I meet always have the craziest stories. So he answered the door, he said, come in, but I couldn't see him. And I walked through the door and I realized why he hadn't answered the door. He's in a wheelchair and he's only got one leg.
Oh, right.
And so I got chatting for him for a while. He's an ex-policeman.
Okay.
Who was in the firearms squad.
Right.
And he's a motorbiker. And he went with a bunch of buddies to France motorbiking, had an accident, came off his bike, went, wee. He said that didn't hurt, but a car ran over his leg and crunched it. So he had to go to the hospital, and they did some operations. He got airlifted back to UK, and still operations on his leg. And they took the vein out of his other leg and put it into his bad leg, the one that got in the accident. And it just couldn't supply enough blood, so it started getting gangrene. So they said it's going to have to come off. Yeah. So it's probably about 65 or so now, 65 area.
Yeah.
And
how long ago that happened to him then?
Not too long ago. I can't remember exactly, but let's say 10 to 15 years, something like that.
Okay. Right,
maybe a bit longer because he was 65.
Was he still working at that time? Had retired already?
Yeah. So anyway, he's just time to sell his comics, really, I guess. I mean,
his comics. Oh, right.
And he didn't want to sell them. It was like, so we were, going through them, and he was like, oh, it's heartbreaking. And it always is. Of course it is. But anyway, so did the deal, went to see the sea, had a KFC and came home again.
Right. KFC by the sea, yeah?
Yeah. So there were 6 boxes. I've only brought one upstairs. We'll see how it goes. If you want to see more, you can.
Is it all Marvel UK or?
There's like 3 short boxes of Marvel, American Marvel, and then there's 3 boxes of there's some Marvel UK and there's some US magazines, Marvel magazines.
Right.
So it's a good sort of across the board, a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But
long boxes or short?
Say again.
long boxes or short boxes?
Short boxes of comics, and the magazine boxes they're not. Well, they're less than short box size because they're a different type of box completely. So it's probably about 1,000 items. But I like it. I'm pleased with I'm pleased with the collection. I like it.
Yeah, you think you got the petrol and the blinking man hours and everything else. It's you got to hope you're going to make money once you've sold them all.
Yeah, you know what? If I can sell all the collection, it probably provides a month's worth of income. It's not a lot. So you're right, Gray. You've got to do a month's work of work to get a month's worth of income.
Yeah,
and that's if it all sells, and it won't all sell. It'll take years to sell. But
yeah,
if you get loads of collections, and they're all selling a little bit out of each at the same time, it adds up to an okay monthly income. Yeah. But there's no, unless you walk into one of them millionaire deals, like if you walk into like some really early key issues in really high grade and the guy doesn't want them, just wants to give them away,
doesn't know what they do.
Then you can have a good payday. But just buying and selling comics, the average set of comics, you're not going to get rich fast.
No.
So it's a volume job, so a hell of a lot of work involved, obviously. So it's a hobby that you can live off just about. But anyway, shall we have a look at some then?
Yeah, why not?
Right. Well, I was expecting Nevs to be here.
No, he's got a bad neck apparently.
And if Paolo turns up, then tell me, because I've got a couple of bits for each of them.
All right.
But I'll move that to the side and we'll get on with this collection then. I'm using my new blocks look instead of my annuals now. Right, let's get organised because I'm going to be a little bit slower than normal because of these not being bagged and board, and the condition warrants me taking care of them a bit better.
Right. You could have been bagging and boarding them as you were doing this.
Oh, it would take hours to bag and board. I'd have to grade at the same time, and short box would take. Depends on the grade. Yeah. If they're all near mint, short box takes an hour. Yeah. If they're all fine to very good, it can take 4 hours.
Hell.
Right, let's have a look. So it's quite a nice one.
Spider-Man and Warlock.
Love it. It's a Pence copy too.
Yeah, there's lots of pences coming right up.
We'll team up.
So the guy had them in stacks of runs, but when I boxed them, I didn't necessarily keep them in those runs. So there'll be runs, and some of them will come out in runs, and some won't.
Right. I'm going to consult my list.
Well, I'm so pleased to get some team ups because I was amazed, but they really sold well, in the last 8 months.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult. It's almost impossible
to
go out and say, I want to find one of the team ups.
What number was that, Darren?
60.
Oh, okay.
If you got the one with Saturday Night Live in it, I definitely want that. If it's
what's the number of that one?
77 or something.
Is that 61?
That is a 61, yeah.
You can put it on my pile if you like.
Oh my god! Right, where are we going to go with this shit, dudes? Right, I'll stick them there for now.
Saves you have to grade it. 67 is that? No,
62.
62. No, you're right.
They're all in here. He had I can't remember what number he started from, or what, and he didn't go to the end of the set, but there's pretty much no gaps.
63
Iron Fist by Byrne.
And that was 63, yeah. And these are, there is a gap just about. Actually, these are all bought by him from the newsstand himself, which we don't have a newsstand in the UK, like not the way that the US guys do, just but we have a news agent. So
yeah. That's where I got a few of mine from. Right.
You
got 65?
No, we're on to something else now.
Oh.
And I have a feeling 65 is the first Captain Britain.
Yeah,
that explains
in America, yeah.
In America.
That needs to go on my pile because I'd have that in 3 different prices.
Right, listen, the piles are all. You know that I'm a mess with piles. I'm just going to stick them over there.
General pile.
What I've got to do, we'll figure it all out.
Cream for them piles, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to need a lot of cream to sort these piles out. Right, so. Right, that was just a little bit that I had to squeeze down the side of this box. So whatever comes next will be different.
That Guardians of the Galaxy one was a 25-cent one here in the States, and then they did the 30-cent variant. I've got the 30-cent variant of that. Then they have the 10p of it. That's 3 first print different numbers.
Yeah, that kind of thing doesn't interest me in the slightest. I don't care if it's a pence, a bloody variant, a bloody cent.
Well, the up price variants were limited like to 4,000 on the 30-cent ones and 1,500 on the 35-cent ones.
Yeah, but you know what? I couldn't give a toss.
That's why, like Star Wars #1, the 35-cent one, there's like 100 known copies, and a high grade copy of it's worth like $500,000.
Well, if anyone wants to pay that for that comic book, then they're stupid.
Right, what do we got? Oh, there's a bag. We're gonna have to. This is not a comic bag either. None of these are bagged and boarded in the way that we would bag and board them.
I used to wrap all my comics in cellophane.
These are sort of cellophane. I don't know how's that attached to that. Oh, it's stuck on with.
I mean, like the ones I'd want to take care of or keep in one piece, I'd wrap them in cellophane.
Right, here we go.
That's a decent book right there. Neil Adams' first appearance of Killraven.
Is it first Killraven?
He looks so stupid though.
That's now every issue before that I want from 11 to 17. I have most of them, but I want like 11. You're going up instead of down. You know that's the first blue furred beast happened right before that. But the first one you showed is the money book.
Right, and then what we got? 19.
Look, it's a sense copy.
Never a run that I was interested in for the Worlds. Felt maybe read it once or twice.
It's really, really, really good. If
you know what? Something feels weird about this book. Hold on a minute.
It's probably Mark Jewelers or something.
Oh, boy! What have we got here? Hey, shit!
Got a quick card inside it.
Flip. Oh, what the shit?
It's a sense copy. It's probably from a military base, and it's probably got a Mark Jeweler in the middle of it.
Okay, I've never seen this before, and maybe this is how it's supposed to be. It felt thicker, and it is thicker because look, now maybe every single copy's got this, I don't know, but it's like something as thick as a cover inside. What the hell is that?
Go to the back cover. Go to the back page.
Again, there's the proper back cover, and then there's the other side of this.
Is that a foreign language?
That's a double cover error.
Oh, it's old and heavy gold. Look, it's like a jeweler's thing.
No, that's not.
It's not jewelers.
Go to that back page again, the second back page, the fake back page. Staying in, going out. That doesn't look like a proper back page advert, does it?
No, because it's part of the jeweler's thing. It's not jewelers.
But it wouldn't be a back page advert, though, would it?
Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Is it just an extra page of adverts?
No, what's on the first page?
Be a Men and Millionaire. That's part of it.
That's in English, is it?
Yeah. This is like a jeweler's advert.
Yeah, it's like two extra adverts on the inside. That's unusual.
I have never seen that. Have you seen that, Kyle?
Either that was a one-off military. It's more than likely off a military base, and that was probably supposed to go in the middle, and they screwed it up and put it on the outside instead of in the middle.
Right,
you know what I mean?
For me, that is an exceptionally cool find.
Yeah. So you're not going to want to put that on my stack, right?
I don't mind putting it on your stack, but I'm going to have to charge you at least $6 million.
All right, there you go. Put it on my stack. But no, more than likely, that's a printing defect because that's supposed to go in the middle,
That's awesome. I love that.
And more than likely that came off a military base. You get a sense copy. Oh, there it is. There's my mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Yeah, you come across them sense copies in that timeline, more than likely they trickled their way from a military base. So he was up by, I mean, you said you were up by Cardiff, so he probably got that off a military base up there in Cardiff.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, no, hold on. I think he said that he was from somewhere. Maybe he was in Cardiff. I think he said he was from somewhere else. But
yeah, but I mean, there's a couple American military bases up there, and you get sense copies over there. Most of them came from that. And in that timeline, you're going to get the jewelry adverts. And that's actually a mistake. Like if you CGC graded that, they'd actually call that an error. They'd call that a mistake because it was misprinted. But it wouldn't count against the grade, but it would be considered an error book. So see, there's another one. There's probably something in the middle of that. Because that's in the Mark Jewelers time.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I can normally when I pick them up, because I've picked up so many books, I can just feel. And also it's not the thickness, it's the stiffness that gives it away.
And that could have had it
That's
pulled
what
out.
She said, Darren.
I wish some woman would say something. It's been years since. This feels thicker. I don't think there's something inside it, but it just feels thicker.
Well, they'd put adverts in there off of military bases. If they're an American price, like I said, they pretty much can't, especially if he bought them off the rack. He went to a PX or bought it off somebody right off a PX.
Heavy because it's still got the Marvel stamping look.
There you go.
But maybe that one's a bit thicker because it's probably a little bit, I don't know, water swollen, maybe. I can't see any water, but condition's not quite as good on that one. 25.
Is that a paper pull? Is that a tape pull on that cover?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Where price has been took off, probably.
Yeah, probably.
26.
They're not bad covers, but I was just never into that kind of. I like the superhero stuff. I was never into that fantasy stuff much. Although I did really. Someone sent me a cover list, John Carter from Mars, and it was quite a good story, actually. I quite enjoyed it.
John Carter's a good set to collect because it's fairly cheap and it's got an end.
Right.
Yeah, those Kill Ravens are really good.
It's
I remember reading them as a kid and enjoying them.
Oh, here we go, Kyle. Are you ready for the one I dropped in the puddle?
Really? Did you really drop one in the puddle?
No, just to wind up Kyle.
I actually thought you did. So,
that come from Wales then?
This came from Wales, yeah.
Yeah, if you would put that on my pile. That's one of my top 5 right there.
Right. So look, this one here, right? You know, we were discussing what grade it might be.
Yeah.
So there is, as far as I'm concerned, I see no evidence of any tape residue on the cover. What was the other thing we were talking about?
Well, there's plenty of creases down there. It looks like it's
creases. That's the fault.
Colour looks all right though.
I'll tell you where the creases are. You can see them. A lot of vertical creases here.
Yeah.
A lot of them. I could not see them on the photo, but there are loads. Yeah.
I mean, that's
just catching the light. Can you see
it? In general, that to the eye, to the naked eye, that may look like a 7 or 8. I guarantee you that wouldn't get above a 4.
Yeah, having seen those creases, I agree with you.
We're not pressed out. It's a square band now.
Color breaking creases.
A lot of this stuff, you can't press out a color break.
No, I thought it was the ripple.
The associated ripples will press out. So this could be improved, but even if you did improve it, you're not going to get much higher than a 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 is tops.
However,
which is a shame because to me that is every bit of an 8.
I wouldn't mind one of them myself, but
I remember what it was. It was rusty staples. Well, there's no rust on these staples at all.
Yeah,
they're
just
good
indentions
staples.
And stuff like that.
It's a square
band. Discoloration and things.
Why is that Silver Surfer one a square band? Is it a thicker book?
1 through 7. 1 through 7 were square bounds.
Just for the sake of it?
To be 25 cents, just double-sized issues. and then they weren't selling, so they went down to regular. But yeah, definitely that's top 5 in my list.
Is that his first appearance? No, first appearance is Silver is in Fantastic Four, isn't it?
Darren's got at least 3 of my top 5 once ever in my stack now.
He's going to make you bleed when it comes to pain.
I'll bleed. I don't care. They're in my top 5. I'll let go of $100 for that. You know that, right?
Make him squeal like a pig, Darren.
I will. I don't like it up and Gray.
We'll make a fair enough deal, but I'd come up $100 for that because that's one of the ones I want. Yeah, I want that run. I want 1 through 18. The next hard one to get is 4.
Fundamentally, I have no problem with giving it to you at all.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk at length about it because as time has progressed, I've thought deeper and deeper about the validity of me doing trades, right? And from the beginning, I don't like trades. You're a special circumstance, Kyle. I'm happy to trade with you and you alone because of your circumstances. However, I have to get shop value for money from the trade experience.
Yeah, and I got no problem with that.
As long as you're okay with that, then I'm okay with that.
I got no problem. I got no problem throwing you a little extra.
No sweat. I mean, basically, think of it from my point of view. Like meeting you was wonderful because you're into pence copies. And when we started talking about this originally, it was like pence copies for cent copies. I was all thumbs up. The resistance I have comes from the fact that a cent copy. I don't think Silver Surfer ever came out in a pence copy anyway. But basically,
the later issues might have, but
this one, number 1,
because they only went 68 to 71, 1968 to 1971. So I don't think there's an overlap.
Let him make his point.
The point is that I want cash, and that is a very liquid item to get maximum cash from the UK for, and so that's where the resistance to trading it comes from.
Yeah.
Well, I got no problem let go of my liquid books. Like I said, if you pull out a 4, I'm going to be talking.
There is no 4.
All them books that you've got for me, Darren, I'm going to trade them for you for shiny milk bottle tops.
Done.
That's okay. I got some shiny buttons.
Now that's a Whitman variant that came in a bag. That Micronauts annual 1, which is unusual to see an annual in a bag. But that's a Whitman variant that came in a bag, so he got that out of a military base.
Are you 100% sure on that Whitman there? Because you're looking at the diamond. Is that what's giving it away?
The diamond and the slash through that. Marvel didn't put Whitman on it. DC did. Marvel didn't.
Oh, the slash. Oh. Okay.
The slash and the diamond are Marvel Whitman.
The slash. Yeah.
And that came in a bag. I mean, I can tell you what came with it in the bag.
Okay.
Square diamond as well. I can't remember which one was which, but
they used Whitman for distribution. So, like the Whitman of that has the line through the thing in the 35-cent box.
Micronauts number 1 might be worth a couple of bob.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, about $35 raw.
Micronauts is an excellent set for value because it's kind of like I don't know, Transformers type thing. Or
I had the toys, but I was never into the comic books. I've never.
Now, what issue number is that?
That's annual 2.
Now look at the difference in that. That's not a Whitman.
Because the Spidey head.
It's got Marvel.
Yeah, but it's still got the diamond. That's a direct distributor. They went from Whitman to the direct distributor, and you can tell the year that happened.
Right. Okay.
But the line through the barcode, that's an absolute golden classic right there.
That's number 2. I'm pleased that the story of the military base, right? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because, that one with the weird advert in it, that was a...
Now these don't have to be military bases because they were direct, so he could have got them at a comic shop. Now you realize you're coming up to the most expensive Micronauts book. It's not number 1, and it's not the annual, and now you got the 15 pence. Or 35 pence. Or no, that's 35 cents.
Micronauts expensive one. Is that because it's got the X-Men in? No, that's the other way around, isn't it?
You're getting close. It's number 5.
I'm trying to think. I can't think.
3.
I know there's a Micronauts X-Men somewhere, but I can't remember where.
Not into Micronauts at all.
37 Nightcrawler appears, and X-Men appear in a few panels.
But you're talking. Oh, this one.
Nope.
No, not the Man Thing.
Nope.
Okay, you've got me. You've got me. I can't think what it could be.
Right.
Oh, Eternals or Celestials or something.
Oh, is it first Captain of the Universe?
That's the first Captain Universe. That's going up and up and up.
Is it really?
Probably worth $50.
No shit.
Wasn't he in one of the What Ifs or something?
Yeah, it's a Whitman. It was a Whitman bagged one. But that's not a big deal to Marvel. Marvel used Whitman for distribution specifically. They didn't just do it as a tryout. DC did it as a tryout, and there's a lot fewer issues. Marvel used them as a distributor, so there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of issues.
Okay.
So that doesn't make them more rare because Marvel used them. Like before Diamond Distributors, Whitman was in one of those fields. They had like an Ace Distributors and stuff like that. So and that's where that whole concept of direct market came in and things like that.
Yeah. So far, I'm not fussed if this guy's collecting Micronauts and bloody well War of the Worlds.
But yeah, issue 1 and issue number 8, you could probably get between $75 and $100 for. So what? Easily over 50 quid for the two of them, raw.
Well, he definitely got a good set of Micronauts here, and it looks like they've got a lot of them got them slashes on the barcode.
Yeah. Like I said, those are, those would be direct market Whitman. The Whitmans were considered direct market there at that time. So.
Remember, I wanted this set to be an average fine condition. These are coming out as that one's near mint, nearly.
Yeah.
Very fine near mint. And so, okay, we've got a few that are not.
Granted, most of those books are 1 to 2 pound comics, but you get a run like that, even at 1 to 2 pounds for the loose ones, then you get the money for the bigger ones.
Well, like
you can sell 1 through 10 for 100 quid without even breaking a sweat.
I have decided to follow Chuck Wazansky's methodology in part. At Mile High, is that if you've got a near mint comic, there's a back issue, then there's a value in that. And so, I don't sell near mint comics at £1 or £2. I need to get £3 for a near mint, even if it's one of the least desirable comics in the world. Yeah. If it's very fine, that's different. I go down to £1.95, I think. Yeah. That one's got something on it. What's that? See, that one's there. Got a little bit of tape on that.
One of the first Pence comics I ever got was Eternals, like 12 or 17.
Oh, of course, we're on Eternals now. We moved on. That was just a random Eternals.
Okay. I used to have the Micronauts toys, and none of them look like the Micronauts toys I used to have. Most of the characters, they never had those as the Micronauts toys. I never saw them anyway.
They're shooting themselves in the foot with it, like Hasbro or whatever company owns that keeps being stingy. There's one of my favorite comic books ever.
Is that 200 or what number
200,
is
that? 200, yeah. Now that is. Now, bearing in mind that the staples that were put into these books stick up, so they do damage the cover a lot of the time. And this one has slightly rubbed on the cover and worn it. If it hadn't been for that, I would definitely be saying that's near mint. But even with that, I'd probably go for very fine because there's not a lot else. There's nothing else wrong with that comic.
I'm not a big fan of the Fantastic Four, but 195 through 200 are like my favorite. Oh, hey, is that a Pence copy?
No sense.
Oh, my eyes
identical, basically identical, but this one does not have the staple rub, so that one. Oh, that goes on the back, unfortunately. So, again, it's difficult to know exactly what to do with those.
Yeah.
In terms of grading, because
that was when I really started getting into comics, and like I'd put on the TV and watch SWAT or something like that.
Let me check my list for Man Things, Darren. Because Man Thing's confusing because there's 2 runs and you can't
two runs.
At them which one is And then it's first one and second run. Let's have a look. What number 4?
I always have to look because I don't. That's as
Well,
long
the second run's modern, so it has the dual printing on it. Anything Pence or regular.
Is this the 74 run you're going through now? Because
yeah, that's the 1974 run.
I need 1 to 8 of the 74 run.
Oh well, that was 8. That first one out of the box was 8.
And I need 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the 79 run.
These are fairly high grade, though, Gray. I mean,
yeah, well, don't worry, but don't bother putting them on the pile because
because I just know how your habits and how you shop, right? And
yeah,
and
it's not one of my must-haves anyway. It's like one of them I'm collecting slowly, like, you know what I mean.
I mean, if anyone said they wanted to collect comics, Gray, I would recommend they follow your style of don't worry too much about the condition, just get the comic, love it, read it, enjoy it.
That's what I like.
That's got a super glossy cover on that one. Super glossy.
Yeah.
Well, and again, that's a Pence copy, right?
Yeah. It's really,
Pence
really
were
glossy.
the first batch off the line.
I'm just sitting here stroking my pussy.
Right.
Looking at your big man thing.
If that's what turns you on.
Hey, Bill, are you okay?
We should have more viewers.
Is he still there? Now that's series 2.
Yeah, he's on the phone, I think. That was the diamond as well, look. But
yeah, and that's series 2 because that's up in the 80s right there.
He's still on the phone. He's still on that call.
And that only ran 11 issues. There's issue number 1 of the second series for you, Greg.
So let me quickly check. Mind you, if it's good, Nick, I'll wait. Second series. I know I've got number 1 of the second series.
He got a couple of beauties there.
They are near mint.
Yeah, they're pretty worth.
I mean, obviously I've got to check inside, but there's when you find an original collector who's been as careful as with his comics, not bagged and boarded, and they come out near mint after 50 years.
Yeah,
there's very few occasions where there's a problem inside. And he's basically stacked these up in a pile like this, right? And he's put like 4 of them that way, and then turn them around, and 4 of them that way, and then so that the spines don't screw each other up. And then he's also put cardboard boards between probably about every 20 issues to straighten it out.
Yeah.
He only did one mistake, right? This is one of the cardboard boards. This cardboard board, whatever he ripped it off, had some glue on. So an issue next to the glue was stuck to the issue.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But that, that's...
and when he put it in there, the glue was probably dry, but then you stack it, and then it gets moisture and heat, and it just activates it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here's one. Here's one that's been next to the glue. I immediately felt this is all sticky and horrible. Can you see that? Can you see the dirty patch here?
Yeah.
That's dirt attracted by the glue. It's all sticky and
yeah.
Yet it's a perfectly fine comic for reading.
Be careful, don't stick to nothing else. Put it somewhere to dry, or maybe you can rub it off a bit.
So you're gonna rub it off a bit while he plays with his man thing.
You can rub the stuff off your man thing.
I mean to do these dirty things. I'm just gonna stick it in the board so it doesn't in a bag so it doesn't touch anything else.
Hey, in issue number 11, Chris Claremont dies.
All right. That put a quick in his writing career, didn't it?
That was right at his heyday. They gave him Man Thing leading into
the Eternals again. I think that red guy's called, is that red guy called Crow? Do you remember something like Crow?
Something like that. Crone.
Yeah.
So interestingly, I've just noticed there's a little 40p in pencil on the back of this one. So this one would have been bought as a back issue.
Possibly.
This one's
or as a comparative reminder, but yeah,
you see that? Can you see a little line across there?
No,
that's where on the back you can see it as well. Maybe you see it at the bottom across the barcode.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
It's like a fold in the paper from them being stacked, but I would say this is more at the printers rather than at his house.
Space God.
Oh, great. Did you need me on cover slingers this week?
No, sorry, mate.
It's no problem. It's no problem. I just fill in spare pace whenever you need me.
Yeah. Are you on backup, mate? Don't worry.
Well, I tell you, I mean, I'd asked it anyway, but one of the magazine sets in here is Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
Oh. You all right, babe?
And those are worth going through because quite a few of those are worth some money. You got early Iron Fist. There you go. There's some money right there.
Pence.
Even though that spiked before the movie, then the movie turned out not being as good as it wanted. And wasn't bad. It just wasn't great.
I still ain't seen the movie.
It's a good movie, Gray. I liked it.
It's a decent movie. It's just by comic book standards, it's not that great. They didn't do that much money.
No.
I'm going a lot steadier than I normally do with these because I just don't want to damage anything.
But yeah, and that's another reason I keep explaining to people how they set up making the pence first off the line. Look at you got the price and then you got the all color with the U at the top banner. They would change on the printing press. They would change the price and they would change the all color. And they'd print off however many were going overseas, and then they'd pull the U out and change the censor.
That's the only one I ever owned of the Eternals.
And then start other.
Notice the English spelling of the word color.
Yeah, that's what they change on the printing press. That's why those were first off the line. Then they'd change the printing press and then print the 50,000 ones going to the United States.
I don't like to think of it as the English spelling, but the correct spelling, Darren.
Very true.
Great run of Eternals.
Yeah, it really is. I love it. Basically, this collection's made up of probably about, I don't know, 6 runs and then a few oddments. And then, again, in the Marvel UK and the magazines, a few runs and a few oddments. Talking, that one. Beauty.
Yeah.
Honestly,
if I were actually trying to fill a Hulk run, I'd try and get the other books. But
I'm pulling these out, and on the whole, it's going to be near mint and very fine.
Nice.
There's a few ones that are not. You know, the ones with a tape splash or something. But anything that he himself bought at the newsagent has been looked after so well.
So they looked after better than I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was the last issue right there.
That was number 18.
Did it go to 19? I didn't think it went to 20.
That could be the end of it because that's the last one here.
Okay, it was 19. Oh.
That's a nice old one.
Damn it, I don't need to add to my collection, but I really want that.
Now, tell me about this one, Kyle.
A 68 or something, 67 maybe even.
That's a shilling. It's 1970.
It is 70, yeah.
You're 70, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like issue 4 through 10 had Neil Adams stuff. Put that in my pile. Hi, Bill. I want it because it's a shilling. I mean, it's really not. It's barely worth a fiver,
Bill
but
from
it's really cool.
Hey, Bill from Comic Book Musings.
Now, mind you, that's issue number 3 of. There's another big one. I kind of want that because I got Alice Cooper's autograph and it's a Pence copy, but that's a cool one. That one's worth like $30 because that's Alice Cooper's first appearance in comics. But that Amazing Adventures with Black Widow there, that's where you started, was in the War of the Worlds, was issue 18. That's from that series.
Ah, gotcha.
1 through 10 went with those characters. 11 through 17 went for the transformation of the Beast.
Logan's Run.
Issue 3. Are you going to come across issue 6?
I know the answer to this question. You can find out with me.
Issue 6 is a big one.
Have a great, amazing day, everybody.
Have a great, amazing cup of tea.
Amazing day.
Links to my merch in the comments down below. Get yourself a great, amazing day teacup, folks.
A nickel and dime comic, except for one issue.
It's made for left-handers, Bill.
Is that it?
Is number 5?
Oh, that's 5. Hey, look at that American flag. There you go.
Was it the first
flag cover?
First Thanos solo story or something?
Yeah.
What's next?
Why on earth did they put that in Logan's Run?
Marvel Premiere. Because they had the page space. They
There is
literally
no
had the page space for it. They had to fill the page space.
Oh, nice. I've got that one.
There's a good one.
Tigra, the Feline Fury.
Now, how come you didn't have issue number 6? Yeah.
Just one of them things.
One of my
love that one.
Hearts. Jack of Hearts is one of my favorite Marvel characters. I like Jack of Hearts.
First appeared in Deadly Hands of Kung Fu.
I've got it. I've got that's the only Deadly Hands of Kung Fu that I've got because it's the first appearance of
issue 22. Love that one. That book.
I think.
God damn it, it's a pence. I don't need you stacking stuff on me, but damn.
Tell me about it. What's special about it?
I love that book. I love the art. There's Pete Craig Russell art in it. It's just cool. It's just cool.
I've got that one, the Monstroid. I've got quite a lot of Marvel premieres that I need, but again, they're not on a blinking
early Iron Fist.
They're not particularly
not worth a lot of money.
Urgent for me.
See, now you're into Project Pegasus. And that starts the Project Pegasus story, which should have taken off in the movies.
So here we have a specially wrapped comic. Are you ready for this? This was this guy's bagging and boarding, right? So it's inside a orange paper folder that you might take to school, just cardboard. Now, let's see if you can guess what it is from that.
I'd say a random issue of Marvel Premiere.
I was going to say HTD.
HTD number 1.
What's it say?
HTD number 1.
Howard the Duck number 1.
Oh, yeah. Of course, that makes sense.
I had to ask him. I couldn't work it out.
See, now that'll probably be a pence copy, and I'll be just chomping at the bit for it. But
you're lucky you're safe.
Sense.
And not worth near the amount of money it should be worth. Because Howard the Duck was the first real Marvel movie.
Oh man, this is not a good copy either. I mean, if he was going to put
he loved it, but he read it like crazy. That makes it all more beautiful.
There's a price sticker residue here.
It's
the only real thing wrong with it. I mean, okay, without that, I would put it in I don't know.
Part of the value to that is they screwed up the print run. They were supposed to print twice as many as they did, and they screwed up the print run.
You might be able
to get the
residue off, though, aren't you? You might be able to get the residue. I've got that one where Monsters Dwell. That's about one of the only ones I've got of that one, I think.
Do you know where monsters dwell?
Yeah, in Monster Town.
In my pants.
I knew he was going to say that.
Round the back of your pants, I suspect.
Yeah.
Kung Fu covers.
Master of Kung Fu.
What issue number is that?
37. Hey, is Bill back?
Hold on, let me put it back. Let me put the microphone back on.
Yeah,
we had you muted, mate, because we was listening on your conversation.
Oh, that's nice. Well, it's funny. I got some good news today, which I can't share until next year, but my stuff is going. Some of my writing and some of the stuff I've done is going to go big time, so I'm happy.
Oh, that's awesome, Bill.
It makes me happy. Yeah.
So does that mean we're going to celebrate your success by you sending us comic books for the rest of the stream? Yeah, you're going to go through all your boxes and you're going to send us like loads of comics each as part of the celebration.
Well, first I have to pay Darren for the bill piles, but then yes, after that. But Oh, those are great. You know, we have a bunch. Oh, those are all Pence copies. Those are beautiful. Look at, hey, show that again.
Hey, Bill, my mom's saying hi.
Hi, Mom. Mom, how are you doing, Janet? I'm so happy to see you on here. Look at those purples. Oh my God, those are gorgeous.
First off the line.
Yep, the first 5%.
This is what you missed, Bill. This is the highlight show.
Oh my gosh.
These are already in a pile. These are in Kyle's pile.
You know, Joe has been looking for those issues. I know he doesn't give a damn about Pence copies, but those are, that is gorgeous. And that's when they first changed her whole appearance and made her look super cool.
And they just copied blinking Miss Peel from the Avengers, didn't they?
Kind of, yeah. A lot of that is that. Yeah. Oh,
they straight up based it on that. Yeah, that costume change that they did in Spider-Man
was
Mrs. based on Emma Peel.
Bill, what is this? Look, cover type paper.
What the heck? What the?
It's like an extra page of adverts on the front and back.
But they're two glossy pages.
Two glossy pages. Yeah. I thought it was the double cover error, but it's not.
Kyle reckons that they should have been on the inside, and they put them wrong or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's an error. It's like the Mark Jewelers. It's supposed to go in the middle, and instead they put it on the wrap.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's the one everybody's been talking about. That's gorgeous. So, how much were the 25 centers when they were Pence copies?
Well, they didn't have pence back then.
I don't think those 25 pence ones came out in pence.
Yeah.
Okay.
The earliest shilling ones you're going to find, like that issue number 3 of Amazing Adventures in 1970, they come out with a shilling.
That's a good martial arts cover, mate.
But in 1968,
but you know, Phil owns a Fantastic Four #1 Pence copy.
Roger's back because this is his category, and he's got some martial arts covers ready for it. So
no worries, mate. I'm only kidding.
Like from 59 to 66, they had Pence copies, and then from 70 to 80, they had Pence copies.
You have to tune in.
After that, it was dual pricing. They did experiments with them. There was the heyday of them. And when they were 12 and 15 pence, right when it was switching between 12 and 15 pence, that's when DC got in on it and said, no, we don't want to do that at all.
But this one, you know that earlier we had some really glossy ones. This one almost has no gloss.
It's a matte
it's as if the gloss ran out.
There's Paolo.
Hey, Paolo, I've got something for you. So let me do a quick diversion for Paolo, because Paolo made a request last week. Let me just get his request. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Right, hold on. Quick tangent for Paolo.
Oh, pops.
Right, I want to keep that one there special. Yeah, so Paolo, like last week, do you remember he joined the stream at the end of the show? And he was I couldn't quite hear what he said, but I think he said he wanted to see some Han Solo covers. So I got him some Han Solo covers.
I thought he said Zip Nolan or something like that. I can't remember what he said.
There's something Solo, Han Solo, I think. How's that, Paolo? Do you like this Han Solo? Look, there, it's terrible. Look, this is, by the way, this is terrible artwork. Look, that does not represent the characters in Star Wars at all.
No, but what helps it?
Chewie.
What
he's like Gorilla.
I don't even see Chewie.
Because he's like a goddamn gorilla.
Dark. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Is that the bloody Obi-Wan Kenobi?
That's a Dave Cockrum cover.
Is Grizzly Adams there meant to be Obi-Wan Kenobi?
That was the previous cover.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's great.
That's issue number 2.
That was number 3. That one. I've got them all, but I'm.
Well, the cover is issue number 2 of the comic.
Oh right, so they reused the American covers. Okay, I've got.
Yeah. Now that one was never an American cover. That's totally. I can't.
You can tell, like every other one is an American cover.
I thought he was asking for
Kyle, I believe Al Williams had something to do with that cover. We just the one on the right.
Look at the difference between the art on this one, which is only the next issue, to this one.
Yeah.
Which is 1 week apart. One of them has a really bad representation and the other's quite good. I mean, look at Chewie on this. It's much better.
Oh, well, maybe when they showed them the actual characters.
Yeah, it may well be that it was drawn before they knew.
No, absolutely.
Has Paolo written anything in the chat, Gray?
You know, issues 1 through 4 came out before the movie did. People knew Darth Vader was his dad before it was processed. That's like that's the cover to issue number 7, I think.
But this was done in 1978, so this was considerably later.
But the original issues, when Star Wars originally printed, the first 3 issues had been out, and the 4th issue came out like the movie came out.
I'm gonna go smoke.
Okay, buddy. So I have my. Oh, that's awesome. You see, now that's a great cover.
I mean, I played one of my dirty rotten tricks, boys.
Uh-oh.
I knew Paolo didn't ask for Han Solo.
Wow, okay. You just wanted to show him.
He asked for Skid Solo.
That's what I've said, something like that, yeah.
Skid Solo was a motor racing driver in Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's the
And
UK.
there you go. Skid Solo it is. Wow. That's beautiful.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Just some good old boys.
So I went through what I've got of Tiger. There's only about 10 issues, but this is for Paolo, so I thought I'd show it. Yeah.
So Bo Duke has gone off the deep end, and he's
in England. That's the England baseball team.
He's totally a Trump supporter now.
Take care of me, Ma.
On this one, you guys hopefully in America recognize this bad boy.
Mima's gonna go rest.
You recognize him, guys?
Love you, Janet.
Nah, you can't recognize him in his Santa outfit. It's Big Daddy.
Is that Big Daddy Ed Rock? Oh wow.
David Gowan. Is that David Gowan?
David Gowan, yeah.
Wow.
And I researched Skid Solo. I don't know whether Paolo knows this, but Skid Solo is a series that eventually came to an end. And it was not a nice end.
When he ran off a cliff?
Well, something like there was a motoring accident and he was in it.
All right.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
And I'm going to show you the last issue that he was in.
No.
That his story ended in a minute.
Did he go through a Cliff Richard sign?
Sorry, no, that was the young one. I like your knowledge.
That's funny. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
This is a famous racing driver versus Skid Solo.
Yeah, Sterling Moss.
Wow. Look at those freaking colors, though. Those are dynamic and beautiful.
Mr. Nicotine again.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. Boogity, boogity. Look at that. Look at that.
I thought the same thing after I said it, Kyle. But
I don't have to trivia you on what song that is.
So this is the 1st of May, 1982.
That was a good character, Death Wish. Blake Edwards. It was a great story. He was Death Wish.
This is the last appearance.
Who is Blake Edwards?
Death Wish. That was the name of the character.
All right, but Blake Edwards, the actual human being, who is he?
I don't know. There was another Blake Edwards. I don't know.
Director. He was married to Julie Andrews.
He's Julie Andrews' husband.
All right.
Okay. Let's see if we can make this work. Look, an accident at the top.
Holy crap. And he's gone?
So in a wheelchair?
Look at the newspaper headline.
Oh,
damn.
that's crazy.
Is that
When
him in a wheelchair at the end?
ever had a character go through that? That's
Read
nuts.
that. Read it. Gray.
I can't. You have to put it close for me to read it, mate. It's too small.
Oh no.
It's not. It's too blurry, and also my screen is
Dougie Batson.
That's sad. So he just retired after that?
Yeah, well, and what they did was
why did
they never
that?
showed his front. So when he was in a wheelchair, right, you only ever saw him from the back as they closed it because you never got to see the front. It was horrific. Like the readers, and I read more about this. The readers went crazy. They were really upset about how they'd done this to Skid Solo. So a few weeks or a couple of months later, they did a full page article on Skid Solo that said, and Skid Solo, don't worry, he went on to do this and this and this, and he recovered partially from his injuries, but he'd never do motor racing again. But he was able to walk racing. Like that.
Why on earth would they do that to a character? It's so strange.
Where have you guys gone? I've all of a sudden got me alone on the screen.
I'll put you on a bigger screen because we wanted to see.
Oh, the writing.
I want to read it in full.
Yeah.
Did you want it back on again?
Try it.
Let's see if it works. Oh, he's he's gone. He's gone.
I haven't skid solo in years. I skid plethora now.
Yeah, you just have monsters in the back of your pants. You already admitted it.
I just.
Do you remember the Star Wars we were showing? Well, this is another weekly Star Wars.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
I randomly found this in my other stuff. What's special about this?
First appearance of Boba Fett. That's issue 42.
It sure is. But that's the weekly number 129. So that even in this crappy condition, it still has some value. That one, that's a good one.
Darren, have you got any Tornado comics? Because I was thinking of maybe.
If I have only a couple, but I don't think I've got any.
Hmm.
Another
they got
one I
like
randomly.
the Texas Twister and some Hulk comics. And then, of course, Whirlwind.
I randomly stumbled across this.
Tornado I'm after.
That's a big one. That's a huge jock cover.
I got that because I was expecting it. How is that worth like £100 or whatever it was they're charging it
Hey,
for?
keep that up for a second. I want to show that to see.
It's a jock classic cover.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I don't see why that's not just normal blinking cover price.
We've done some really good like that.
I'd been looking for this for a customer who'd requested it, and
he did?
I haven't got one, and then all of a sudden
do some research. The bats in his eyes, if they're different colors, it's a different printing, and it could be more valuable.
Red one.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think this is an original because I know that the collection I found it in was. Did I tell you about the guy I bought 30,000 comics from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has been sitting downstairs for such a long time, and he bought all of his brand new.
Well, like the second printed ad, I think is actually rarer. I don't know if it's like blue in the bats, but look into that because one of them is worth considerably more money.
I'm willing to bet the red eyes are probably pretty valuable.
There were thousands of them, though. There was a normal run comic with thousands of them. Why?
That's what I'm saying. So there's one with different color bats in the eyes that's like less printed.
I can understand it was an old comic book, but like one from a few years ago.
It's just jock.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
They go crazy for jock art, and it's just so it's a Joker which people love. It's jock art, and it really is good art. So people went nuts for it.
Yeah, well, and C was saying how great he is. I don't even know who he is.
He just goes by Jock.
Just Jock?
Well, it's supply and demand. You can print 100,000 of them, but if 200,000 people want it, you got a problem.
That's exactly what it is.
You can have a great comic and only 300 people want it, so it can't have the value.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, the art on basically the entire run from issue 17 to 125 in Master Kung Fu is just great.
Doc Doom, is that?
Is that first Razor Fist?
No, first Razor Fist is like 29.
How does that guy get dressed in the morning is what I want to know.
Oh, hold on, I'm slinging these around. Let me just reorganize. Let me show one thing else. Nevs, if you're watching, Nevs, these are the Spidey Weeklies you asked about.
Oh, that's great.
Now, did you pick up on what Nevs had written about these American dudes?
Yeah, they're original British stories, I say. Not available in the American market.
Oh, so that's why they're rare. I understand. Wow, look at that artwork. The artwork looks American. It's fantastic.
I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go.
I
don't think encroaching has shown up in any American comic in a long time. The word. That's great.
So this magazine has got various names because it changed its name so many times, but sometimes they call it Super Spider-Man, sometimes Spider-Man Comic Weekly, whatever. But this is towards the end of the run. It had 666 issues. Do you remember I showed you some crappy Spidey covers last week?
Yes.
This is the same run, probably about 1 year earlier than that. And
When
there's a four-issue story that is about Spider-Man in London, and it's original. It's original. And now so how would American dudes feel about not having an original Spider-Man story that ran for 4 issues? I think they're going to want it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. And so that's basically Far From Home, right, Kyle? Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, it's so great. And Kyle walks out when I'm asking him questions.
Is that a photo cover as well?
I don't think so. Oh, that's gorgeous.
No, that's drawn. That's actually got some damage on.
It looks like a proper landscape, like the building behind it and everything.
Right.
Oh, I see. Sorry, Gray, you're so right. Yeah, it is a photo cover. I think.
Wow.
But the art has been drawn over the photo.
Yeah, so I thought.
I don't know. That's fantastic.
There might be some Thomases on the other side. That's where Lisa went for a heart problem.
Wow.
Who's the artist? Barry Kitson with inks by Mark Farmer, script by Mike Collins.
Barry Kitson.
Those are all.
He's on the circle line.
Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
Mark Farmer, did you say?
Hi, Devil Flyer. No. No. What is it now? Wasn't Mark Farmer?
I've never seen any of this British only stuff.
This was in. Do you remember the Alan Class collection?
Yeah, that was in the Alan Class collection.
These were in the Alan Class collection.
Wow. Those are great.
And they were the ones that Nevs was asking about.
Okay, so I'm going to show off some stuff real quick, if I can. If you can make it full. So that's C in the background walking back there. This is C's art.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's fantastic. He's really, really good. And I had him do a commission for me that I owed somebody for a long time. Look at this stuff.
That's like a tooth.
Yeah, what is that?
It is a tooth, actually.
It's like a Death Star that's a tooth, like a molar.
Right. But look at this stuff. Isn't it great?
Oh, that's cool.
It's so
very free Catwoman.
And then this is some stuff he's doing for a project he has with Phil called AxCab. Where the cab kills everybody
with an axe.
Hold out there, close out.
Oh, hold on a second.
Christine's little sister.
Yep, Christine's little sister. Did you hear that? Like Stephen King.
Right.
So isn't that great stuff? He's spot on. He's got a lot. He's got so much talent.
You know who he should have driving that AxCab?
Who?
Latka Gravis.
Oh my God, you're so
have an Andy Kaufman appearance in the comic.
Thank you very much.
Devil Flyer's got his own comic as well. I think it's called Devil Flyer. I think he's got his own comic that he's. I think he's just got it funded. He might have a character in it that I named. He did a stream and I said, "Call a character Kill Dragon," and he said, "Oh yeah, I will do." But I don't know if he actually ever did.
Look at these pieces.
Have the guy in Axicab remove his mask and have it be Andy Kaufman. That'd be incredible.
Oh, that would be hilarious. That I think
It'd be Reverend Jim.
Reverend Jim. No,
I'm going to slice your head off now.
C goes, I'm gonna slice your head off now. It's Jim.
You have to come and hang out one week, Devil Flow, and tell us about your comic book.
Look at that.
Very cool.
Isn't that it's gorgeous stuff? This is a Max piece.
That's reminding me. The eyes there is reminding me of someone, but I can't remember who it is. The just the white circle.
Right.
Transformers. More than meets the thighs.
I'm gonna get from him.
Ah, that's nice.
Grim,
oh my God! Gray stroking his pussy and Bill's pulling out his thing.
Isn't that great?
The crime and space were on the copies of my book. Just said,
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
You might want to go to the doctor and have those lumps on your thing checked out.
You're funny.
Hellboy.
Hellroy. And this is one he did while he was here this morning. Land Speeder. Isn't that great?
Oh, yeah.
He's dynamic as hell. He's amazing. And this is a tree with a Yeti-like creature in the background.
Yeah, Bill, when you beat your thing, do you call it clobbering time?
I do call it, yes, I do, but we're
orange, is it?
it's not as far as you know. See, we're not that close, but I kid.
He says boner on.
It's purple. Wait, what? Okay, so and this is Phil, the owner of the store.
It looks like Phil, the owner of the store.
I'm a walking bad dad joke, Paolo.
Amen. But I just wanted to show you some of his stuff because he's so talented and
show his face again. Let him take a bow.
Come here, dude.
Oh, no.
No, come on, just say hi real quick.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna make him do it.
Hey, run away.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Take a bow.
Away,
Hey, dude,
because
you're very talented. Take a bow.
I'm sorry.
Take a bow. Hey, now I used to manage a couple of renowned artists. I understand the artistic temperament, but if off camera, the fella needs to take a bow. That's extraordinary artwork. Bravo, you young man.
You hear him?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome from Kyle. But no, he's fantastic. And that's great. Man,
Am I giving you loads? Oh, Gray, I had a thought. You can poo-poo it with pleasure, no problem. But I don't know if it's occurred to you. I'm sure it will have done.
Huh.
You have extra subs now on the stream. You could fit more than 5 people on Cover Slingers.
Yeah, I could do, but I think Cover Sling would be a bit unwieldy if more than
yeah, I think so too. I think you're fine
more,
with
I think it's just right with 5.
Yeah, Fire Slingers, and it is feasible though. It is
I
feasible.
would like to be back on sometime though, if you can ever.
Hey, I only let people who actually watch the show. You never watched the show, so I'm not having you back on as a blinking slinger.
He just wants to grab the glory.
Well, I'll start watching it then.
Well, a bit bloody late, isn't it?
You have to have 10 watches.
Half but fair, babe. Half but fair. Substitute slingers are only chosen for people who actually watch it.
I'm giving you some good ideas for the covers anyway, Gray.
I haven't got any Masters of Kung Fu thinking comic book. That's the trouble.
Well, all these, I have had them, but stuff like this sells. This will sell well.
I've got the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, the one that's got blinking Jack of Hearts in it, but I'm not even sure what's on the cover of that one. I think it's a rather boring cover of White Dragon or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a really cool one, I think. Let me get reorganized a bit. I'm reaching too far. Oh, here we go. We've changed. Master of Kung Fu's finished.
Oh
wow!
There's the original cover of the one you showed earlier.
Yeah, that Chewie looks like a gorilla also, but
I thought it was issue 7, but that's issue 3. Who did that cover, Bill?
The one you just showed had red trim though on the Stormtrooper, didn't it? It had red trim on the Stormtrooper rather than.
Is it
I
Cockrum?
couldn't find it. It's just down on the floor.
Is it Dave Cockrum?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who did the interiors on the first 7 issues?
Howie Chaikin.
Howie Chaikin.
He created the Green Rabbit.
Jackson.
Yeah, who is now canon somehow. I'm not sure why they haven't put him in any of the actual series or anything, but
because it's a very stupid idea. That's why.
Hey, Gray, you've got good eyes.
Jackson.
he does have. You know, Gray, you might have something there, but I oh wow, yeah.
Like I said, he's got red on trim on the British version.
That almost looks like a redraw.
Oh, it does actually, doesn't it? It looks different. The colours are different.
Oh, it looks like a redraw.
Leia's dress is a different color completely.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a redraw. I think it's just a recolor.
It looks slightly different, doesn't it?
Recolor, potential re-ink.
Yeah.
They probably got the original pencils and took it from there.
Chewbacca looks a lot better on the British version because you can see the definition of his fur. The one on the original looks like just a brown lump almost, but on the UK version, you can see his shaggy fur in this. I think anyway.
I don't know. I think it's almost line for line.
Is it?
It might just be my camera
holding it up. Like, maybe it's the colouring that's doing that. There, maybe it's the colouring.
The darker colours. Yeah, that's got a lot darker colours.
Yeah.
To this one.
Yeah.
And so you can see the line.
The black stands out more with the shade of brown there, so it looks more like
his belt as well.
Yeah.
Loads of differences, and even the flashes on the ray gun shots look they're white on the UK one and red on the US one. Even the windows of the building behind the ray gun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like a totally redrawn cut. I don't know. You might be right. It might be the actual one, and someone just touched it up. But
yeah, there's an expensive book right there.
Oh,
Number 2?
Or whose first appearance is that?
Everybody. Is it Darth Vader?
First appearance of Obi-Wan Kenobi, first appearance of Han Solo, first appearance of Chewbacca.
And Darth Vader. Oh no, Darth Vader was in the first one.
Who shoots first, or does that not happen in the comic book?
And this one, this is interesting. This has got stacking ink. If you didn't know what that was.
Well, yeah.
So on the A and the R, when it focuses for me,
yeah,
you can I can read what the words say, but they're backwards because it's from the issue above them.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
there, it's focused now. Look on the R. There's a backwards B.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if I collected Star Wars, I'd be salivating over that. A Pence copy of early Star Wars.
So I just found out that they're doing a Godzilla Marvel omnibus, Kyle.
Well, there you go.
Actually, look at that. Right,
this is the Dr. J.
That street ball. Do you see the street ball?
Yeah.
That's actually it looks as if it's damaged, like not all the colors are there on it.
So it's rubbed off on the one in front of it.
That's rubbed. So this is a stack of Star Wars number 2. This is from the factory when they were being shipped or whatever.
So turn it back around for a second.
The street ball is going
Kyle,
one above.
Name the artist. It was Jack Davis.
Jack Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I collected Star Wars, I'd be salivating over them 12 pence copies.
We have all the American copies of that here at the store.
Unfortunately, it's not a complete run. I think that's probably about it.
If I knew what my grandnephew wanted, I'd probably pounce on those. But Cole the Destroyer.
Oh, those are I love those.
Cole the Conqueror, and
it changes halfway through the run, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've got my full one of Cole.
2 of them. Woo!
Deathstalker.
What issue number is that?
157.
Really? All right, you can throw that in my pile. That'd be awesome. It's a Pence copy. It ain't terribly valuable.
158's the key.
Well, I'm gonna get a 158, but I just want it's a Pence. I need it for my run. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do my full Miller run. Torpedo, there's one of my favorites. That's the first appearance of him.
Is it?
Yeah. His daughter took over for him, Lady Torpedo. God, I love that cover.
It is an excellent cover. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's just lovely. That again seems to have less gloss. So you can see that, I don't know, it's really hard. I don't know if the light can catch it. Yeah, it can there. Do you see it's sort of a matte black?
Yeah.
And a matte effect on the red.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it's very matte.
As if it hasn't had a gloss layer applied.
Not glossy at all. No.
Oh, and it's Daredevil 168. That's the first. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
What?
That's probably only worth $3, but throw that on my pile. It's a pants.
What did he say, Gray? I've only got 200 things on my list.
That's on my list. That's on my list. That comic itself is on my list. That Daredevil is on my list.
He's just terrible.
Yeah, we can't take him anywhere.
Impressed the shit out of me. Who did that cover?
Let me see it. Let me see it, and I'll tell you.
Haha, my thumb's covering it up.
Yeah.
Is that a Ditko cover?
Nope.
Who?
I'm not
Think
even
Daredevil.
Frank Miller?
Daredevil.
Miller?
Yep.
Miller cover? Wow. Well, look though. He went so Ditko on that. That's so weird.
Miller.
Look at that face. It looks so Ditko. But yeah, I'm sure it's Miller. I know you know your shit.
The Son of Santa.
Son of Santa. Hey, here's another tidbit of information for you. Marvel only did that circle price 1 month. See the circle price of 25?
Yeah.
That was only 1 month.
If you ever see a circle price with 30 cents in it, it's a rare variant.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's October
with 30 cents or 25 cents?
30. That was the 30 cent. That was the 30. The circle's a 30-cent price.
Have you got First Machine Man?
But are the 25 cents worth more then?
No, the 30 cents, they only did like 4,000 copies of.
This guy was obviously a sci-fi fan, wasn't he?
Do you know the major market where they test marketed 30-cent comics, Bill?
Portland.
No, but I know San Antonio at one point was one of the 3 test markets for DC.
It is San Antonio.
It is?
That's where most of the 30-cent variants come from.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
The 35-cent test markets were the 35-cent test markets were more in the Midwest, but San Antonio has the biggest collection of test markets.
But we got none of the variants on Justice League 3, which I've always wanted one of those, and they're worth so much now.
Those were East Coast variants. They weren't Boston.
Okay, I gotcha.
They weren't. It's not Boston, but it's like Amherst, Massachusetts, or whatever.
Yeah. That
was Dark Glad.
Wow, look at that.
Sci-fi, this chap.
I'm doing a bit nuts with the camera. I'm going there.
That's another Cockrum cover, I think.
Yeah.
When I put it close like that and pull it away, it seems to focus better. So it's a bit annoying that I have to do it, but
you have autofocus set on your camera.
Black Panther Jungle Action.
Yeah, it's auto-focusing, but
versus the KKK.
Oh, that's like the most famous issue.
Oh yeah, look,
Don McGregor.
Yep.
Don McGregor, right?
Yeah.
Yep. What a talented guy he is. Oh, look at that, Kyle.
Oh, Strangler.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's by far the best Black Panther run. That Jungle Action run is something to behold.
And Billy Graham drew a lot of those.
Yeah.
Billy Graham, the preacher.
No, the black artist that also worked on.
They
Luke
turned
Cage.
Black Panther over to black guys, and they really put the experience inside the comics. That Jungle Action run is just hard to beat.
And any Billy Graham run, Luke Cage are special to me. Look at that. Is that the? Oh, wasn't that the first issue, Kyle?
What?
That's a different cover though, but wasn't
that they did cross over in the first issue. And
right.
what's it say in the corner box in the first issue?
2-on-1.
2-on-1.
2-on-1? Did it really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Is a dirty joke slipped in that got by the editors and the printers.
I'm surprised.
God, that is so gorgeous.
Oh my God.
I love Frank Brunner.
That's gotta be a Brunner cut. Oh yeah.
Had I not passed on my Doctor Stranges to Johnny, I'd be all over that.
I would have said colon looking at that. It was it jumped in my head, colon.
No, I could tell it was Brunner once I went past the girl. The girl looked very colon. I have to agree with you on that. That's also Brunner.
I love a very girl colon.
Deary me.
I love Doctor Strange.
Those are great. Oh, those are so great.
Now, if you come across an issue 48 and it happens to be a Pence copy, I'd go ape shit. Problem is, it wouldn't be a Pence copy because 48, they were dual pricing.
Master of the Mystic Arts.
God, that's great.
What happens in 48? I don't know if he's in here or not.
There's nothing special about it. It's just a classic Marshall Rogers issue. Nothing special. It's just one of my favorites. It's just really cool.
That's a Starlin
really contrasting white base.
Look, that's Starlin.
The ancient one.
That's Starlin, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
If I had to educate a guess, I'd say that's Starlin.
Yeah, it says Starlin. Yeah.
It's a Starlin, me darling.
Starlin, my darling. You know, Alex and I met him a couple of years ago when everybody was still wearing masks, and I go, "Hey, that's Jim Starlin," and he goes,
"Such a good
really?"
book." See, now that's one of
the right wing stuff now on social media. Starlin, or was that somebody else?
No, that issue 29 was one of my first 97 comic books I ever got in my original collection from my brother.
Kyle, Starlin's not right wing, right?
No, Starlin's left wing.
That's what I thought.
Baron's right wing.
That's
Baron's right wing.
Yeah.
Who's that other fucking writer I just try and get out of my... I got in an argument.
Oh, Chuck Dixon.
Chuck Dixon. I got in an argument with him and Dixon, and I was just like, fuck you guys.
No, I see someone's post sharing like some writers' stuff, and it's all like crazy conspiracy nonsense.
Well,
that's Chuck Dixon.
I absolutely love Mike Barron. He's a very close friend of mine, and we talk often on the phone. But yeah, I mean, he makes no bones about it.
Yeah, he's the right wing, but Dixon is nuts. Dixon's a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah,
Dixon is fucking batshit crazy.
And Bill Vallely, he's freaking nuts. I like Bill, but Bill co-created Valiant with Shooter. And Bill is off the freaking charts now.
Well, that's why I quit dealing with Lone Star. What the hell's
is that Italian stamp?
Nice.
That's Italian or something.
Termini D something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Italian.
That's cool.
That is
Again,
cool.
probably came from a military base or a GI that was traveling. I love stuff like that. Like I said, if I was adding instead of subtracting, I'd have gone nuts. Yet another grossly underrated series. Pat Broderick took that over from Starlin and just amazing series.
It's funny you were just mentioning Mike Barron, and I had dinner a few years back with Mike and Pat, and Pat's great. Pat is a good guy. Wow. I think that was the Starlin cover again, though. That last one.
Milgram, it says on the cover.
Oh, Milgram. One of my least favorite Marvel artists of all time.
But one of the sturdiest and a good guy. But such a good series.
I like that one.
And it was just throwaway books there in the end.
Space behind looked really cool in that one.
This collection hits all my gaps on the shop really well. It's a really, like, you know, because breadth of offering is important, and this one just fills all those gaps up beautifully. In fact, I've not had a lot of these comics ever.
Oh, look at that! I don't even remember that cover.
What you're saying is your big man thing fills a lot of your gaps.
Yeah, I wish I could say that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you screwed up there, Kyle. You blew the joke. It's your giant size man thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But look, that is just so good. It's just a great
Gil Kane. That's a Gil Kane.
Yeah, and it's Gil Kane Interiors too. It's just a really good book.
Beautiful. Now, who did that? That's interesting.
That's Pat Broderick.
Oh, it's Pat. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Come on, camera, do your thing. There we go.
You caused this Holocaust, Marvel. You must be destroyed.
Yeah, Pat handled it from that issue on. Those Pat Broderick
was firing
issues
on all
were
cylinders
amazing.
there.
Today dies the sun.
Oh, actually, this was.
That makes me happy, but it does.
Oh, I don't know where I put them now.
The day the sun died. Drax the Destroyer.
I didn't know you could fire blasts. I thought it was a puncher.
So that's it. That's the character that's in Guardians, right?
Yeah,
allegedly, yeah.
Though they changed his
Looks nothing
backstory.
like him.
Whose dad is he?
Moondragon's.
Yep.
Well, the brain. No, the brain of Moondragon's father was inside his body, or his spirit was inside Drax's body.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he was actually originally Drax.
Now, who did that cover? Oh, that's Pat.
Well, they took his body and reformed it.
They
mutated his body. Yeah, like that right there.
Yep.
Just classic. I love that issue. I'm pretty sure that's the last issue, too.
I think so.
It's either 62, 63.
Stellar Attacks.
We'll see.
They did a new Captain Marvel and then canceled it.
Because Darren's going to have the other copy if it is going to have the if it's.
I think 62 was it.
We're changing.
You're right.
Well, monsters.
You're right.
Well, Fangs of the Sea Fiend.
That's a Gil Kane cover.
My pile.
Whose
Well,
pile?
that's going to Gray.
You can put it on my pile. We'll see.
Great pile.
Yeah, you can always say no. I mean, it's not. It's got to bend on the corner. It's going to be a pile. It was yours, Marvel Team Up, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Tomb of Darkness.
I've never seen that cover. That's gorgeous.
Death is a mountain. That is cool, isn't it?
That'd be a good mountain cover, huh?
Yeah, right.
Commanders in DC at last.
Yeah, there was like 4 DC comics in the entire.
And a hard one not to find mutilated.
Why is that?
Now,
The bicentennial banner.
Well, why would it be mutilated?
You have to cut that off to get the Superman belt buckle.
Okay.
Oh, you
That
did?
is
I forgot about that.
I don't think
That
I've
is-
seen a single one mutilated, actually. I've seen a few bicentennials, but I've never seen a chopped off one. But
I would probably do that at near mint. Actually, there is a little couple of minor flaws, but hey, near mint doesn't mean perfect.
another series I never wanted to collect, Commandy. It's like,
I love Commanding. Oh, look at that.
I popped on What's in the Box the other day, and one of those guys was showing that. Like Roger was showing.
Oh, that's when they revealed that Omac was his grandfather, right, Kyle?
Something like that.
Yeah.
What's special about Commandy 29?
Have no idea.
Superman appears in it.
Or his suit does.
His suit, yeah.
Red Sonja number 4. The Lurk is in the lake.
Oh, Bill, this would be relevant for you. Who posed for that cover for Frank Thorne?
Was it you? Wendy Penny or was it Trina Robbins?
That was Wendy. Wendy was posing for Thorne. Man.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
there's number 1.
Let me check my list.
And it's a Pence copy too. Shit. Damn it, Darren.
No, I don't need them. That's not a second series, is it, that one?
No, that's her first solo series.
Is that a Gil Kane cover?
I need that.
No, that's all Frank Thorne.
Oh, it is?
1976.
I need 10 and 15 of the 77 series.
Yeah, and that's the 77 series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Wendy Peeney posed for all those. Wendy Peeney was his reference. Well, I mean, she did his reference shoot. She even posed nude for him.
Who's she?
Wow.
Was she from the Penny
She's
department?
the one that did ElfQuest. Her and Richard Peeney did ElfQuest.
Oh.
No, it was all her. Richard just pimped it out. But
Marvel feature 75.
I've got the Marvel feature one, I think.
Yeah. Feature predated the series.
Yeah. Yeah, she did with a sword. He's a great artist, wasn't he? Frank Thorne, is it?
yeah.
Well, yeah, that was his bread and butter. Was bad girl art.
Warrior women.
Oh, crop cover.
Beware the sons of the serpent god.
Hey, Darren, let's test your knowledge. That's Marvel feature. She took over in issue 4. Who was in issue 1, 2, and 3?
Ant-Man.
Nope. Actually, that's the other one.
You're getting confused. You're thinking of the blinking Marvel's Masters of the Guardians of the Galaxy following on.
No, Marvel feature 1, 2, and 3 was the Defenders. 4, 5, and 6 was Ant-Man, and then it ran to Red Sonja.
I don't know.
Yeah, it gets confusing with Marvel Premiere, Marvel Fanfare, Marvel this.
Matilda's favorite color.
Yeah.
Piss yellow. Nothing wrong with a golden shower. Nothing wrong at all.
Well,
golden shower in a shower, you can rinse it right
That's
off.
what Trump says.
no thanks.
Hope my mom quit watching.
Not for me, thanks.
Marvel. Well, it was Marvel feature too. Yeah, there.
If I'm ever invited back on Cover Slingers, there's never going to be any yellow on my covers.
You
I
just
got the point.
Now that looks like
Ant-Man was
Cthulhu.
series 1.
That looks just like Cthulhu, doesn't it?
Defenders Ant-Man was series 1. Sonya was series 2.
Oh,
God, I love that cover.
Thank you for correcting
There's the photograph of Wendy posing for that is really cool. And it's Thorne holding her. His photo reference, Thorne was holding her. He looked like an old wizard.
Hold on, did you show 10 a second ago?
Yeah, I think so.
So that last one, number 10?
Yeah.
That's Marvel, Red Sonja 10.
Series, the 77 series.
Yeah.
My pile, please.
And my pile, he says, my pile. No, July 78, that one, yeah. So it would be 77 series, yeah.
Yeah, cool, please. Now I just need 15 and that'll be my Red Sonja run done. There's supposed to be a second series of Red Sonja that lasted for 2 issues, but I never see them.
You're talking about the 1983.
1883, yeah.
Yeah.
A 2-issue one. I've never seen any of them.
I've got them both. If I send a package over, I'll fish them out and just give them to you.
This feels thicker.
That'll save
I
me
don't
some
know
money.
why.
Big
Well,
elephant.
it's not going to have Mark Jewelers
It's
inside
got a
of
big
it.
chunky elephant on it. It's bound to be thicker.
If it's got something inside of it, you got a unicorn because
No, there's nothing inside it. It just felt thicker.
they didn't Mark
It's
Jewelers
beautiful
the
coffee.
UK ones, which is ironic because they were going to the UK. The Mark Jewelers went to the PXs in the UK.
This one feels thicker. Maybe they just slightly changed the quality of the paper, and so it's just slightly thicker.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Will you be lucky, Gray? Oh no, you won't. That's it. I'm afraid. There's something else now.
You've let me down, mate.
Get ready for the guys to go ape shit now.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, this is good. Oh.
Oh, hell yes. I want that. Bill Pile, please.
That's an expensive book, that one. It goes for a fair bit of money, that Marvel.
Now,
that one.
Bill Pile.
Warning.
Bill
We have
Pile.
got some sticky residue on this.
That's okay. I'll get it off.
I think it would come off to some extent, yeah. It's a
Bill
Pence
Pile.
copy.
Bill
I've
Pile.
got that, but mine one's got a
Bill
massive tear across it.
Did I mention Bill Pile? Yes.
Yeah.
And if it's got residue on it, make sure you put something around it before you stick it on them other fancies.
Yeah, I don't put sticky stuff on top of other comics.
I only put sticky stuff on comics if they're.
I know what you're gonna say.
We know what you're gonna say.
That.
We got the joke in the first two words of it, mate. We don't.
We were done. We were done with your joke before it even got out.
Less is more.
Before we have
So what you're saying is I was a little premature with that one.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So we knew what we were dealing with. As soon as you opened your gob, we talk about sticky stuff.
So I put you to sleep with my nocturnal emission.
Now I believe that's Howard Chaykin.
Yeah, that's Howie again.
Monarchs.
That's one of his creations.
The stupidest name of a character ever. Monarch Starstalker.
Monarch Starstalker.
I'm pretty sure that was Marvel's first creator-owned that they let him keep in a regular series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Where the hell did this one come from?
Oh, Jonah Hex, now a DC.
Nice. That's an early issue too, and it's a
maybe this guy
copy.
heard that I can't have a collection unless he's got a Western in it.
Yeah.
Hey,
you can't.
Cowboy.
You're not allowed.
I need Cowboys. What issue number is that?
It's number 15.
15.
1978.
Yeah.
What's that doing there? That I don't think that was in his list.
And a Pence copy too. Beauty.
Oh, got a good one coming up.
The man brute called Woodgone.
Here we go.
Hey, you know where Wood God is, right?
Yeah, right, Carl. We know.
Porn movies.
In my pants.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Bit worn, is that? Silver Surfer, not number 1 again, is it?
No. It's the one with the stranger.
But you can put that on my pile too. Subscription crease, stamp on it. Don't care. Put it in my pile.
Pile.
Yeah,
that's actually on my want list.
Oh, well, okay, Carl. Just before I do, look, that's
I know
quite a weak spine there.
I can see that barely hanging on, but put it in my pile.
Okay, cool.
That checks out. That's actually on my list I sent you.
Woohoo!
It's a shilling. Put it on my pile.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's got schmutz all over the title.
He wants
on this one.
Yeah,
look at the schmutz on it. What's on the title? Is it?
I'm going to be charging you more than 1 shilling for this, you know.
But what's the schmutz on it? Is it a stamp? Is it?
That is a bookshop stamp from the looks of it.
Definitely put that in my pile.
And look, there's a price stamp with a handwritten felt tip.
That's fine too. It just gives it personality. But
and there's a bit of what looks like stacking ink on the back.
That's fine. Doesn't bother me at all.
If you look at the bottom,
those are on my list, and it just checks them off.
If you look at the bottom,
literally checking.
Look at the bottom. It's got Kyle's name on it. Look, Abomination.
I should have just seen that and put it right in his file.
Hey, you know where an abomination is?
In your pants, yeah.
In my pants.
Yeah, front and back.
That is such a good cover.
None are so blind.
So I think this guy bought
with a killer tape pull on it.
Yeah.
That is a it must be a price thing because there's the number. There's no price. That must have been where the price was.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, a Spider-Man in a Daredevil's always a good thing.
Great cover.
Woo wee!
Oh shit!
That's not a fair fight, is it?
Oh shit!
Daredevil battles Submariner. He could bloody.
Oh, that is such a good book. God, I love everything
could be
about
able to
that
kill
book.
Daredevil with one swing of his wings.
That's Wally Wood. Open it up. That's Wally Wood art. I'd get that. I'd get that pressed. And
One flick of his blinking ankle wings would be enough to kill Daredevil.
Look at that Wally Wood art. Village.
What it says, drawn by the master of the printed picture, Wally Wood.
Didn't Wally Wood do the first 5 issues as well, or first 6 issues, or was that something else?
No, that's the first Wally Wood. That's the first.
Who was it? The first 6 then? I thought that was Wally Wood. Who was it? Did the first 6?
No, there's a good one. I've got a high condition copy of that. You know what that is? That's the 1965 one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what that is?
It's an early reprint book, isn't it?
That's the first Marvel reprint book. That is the first one. That and Marvel Tales #1. They came out the same month.
So he bought a few back issues.
People don't know what they have with those, but those are Marvel's first issues. Way underrated comic.
1002nd Arabian Night.
Annual 1002nd, yeah. The Thief of Bagmom.
Yeah.
Not Baghdad.
Is it a Baghdad?
Yeah. God.
But that DD number 7 is the first new look costume and everything.
Space Turnip.
That's issue 2, right?
Yeah, number
Is
2.
Is his alter ego Baldric?
Well, wait till you get up to 12 and 13. If you got 12 and 13, you're in the money.
Who was it did the art on the first 6 Daredevils in?
Ah, Jesus Christ! Great,
Larry
this is it.
Lieber, Master of Quack
cover.
Fu. Like Larry Lieber did the
art. Oh yeah, Master of Quack Fu.
This is the winner.
Oh gosh,
that is absolutely the winner.
Yeah, but like Larry Lieber or somebody like that did the art in the early ones.
I'm sure it was someone like Wally Wood, because I remember I got number 6 or something, and it was like, and it goes over to someone.
I think Wood took over in 6 and redesigned the costume.
I'm sure
but 1 through 5 or 1 through 6 is the yellow costume, and then it got redesigned, and Wally Wood redesigned it.
Kyle, are you missing these pence and cent variants? Look.
Very cool. I don't need to add, and I have Howard the Duck number 3. That's what I'm saying. I would love to add, but I don't need to add.
Yeah, I never entered Howard the Duck. I've got to say, I read a couple as a kid, and I was just like,
if you don't smoke pot while you read them, they almost don't make sense.
You know, great. Out of the last, say, 6 cover slingers, Howard the Ducks could have had a cover in every one of them.
Yeah.
Wrestlers.
Again, it's amazing, but these sell.
You ought to pull out that issue 7 to make blow Bill's mind.
Why? What's on number 7?
Not Howard the Duck 7. Go back to that Daredevil number 7. He pulled out a Daredevil number 7 just randomly.
Oh crap! Was that one of the first Wally Wood issues?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, looking at the first 6 issues is Wally Wood art, like I said.
No,
Wally Wood.
No. Wally didn't come on board until
art by Wally Wood.
Wally didn't come on board till issue 3 or 4, right, Kyle?
I thought it was 5.
6.
Yeah, 5.
You just said it was much later, Kyle. When I
thought he came on at 5 or 6 and did the character redesign.
So who co-created Daredevil with Stan Lee? It was Bill Everett.
Bill Everett, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Bill Everett did the original art. Bill Everett did like 1 through 5, and then Wally Wood came over inking on 6 and redesigned the costume.
Right, that's the one I've got, number 6 with Wally Wood.
Oh, look at that great. That's a wonderful Colin cover.
The one, did he?
Great.
Yeah, Bill Everett did the early issues. I don't know why I was thinking of Larry Lieber. It was Bill Everett did them.
Heads of State, great.
Huh.
Howard for president.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Howard literally could be. I'll tell you what, if you got issue 33, you're in the money. There's the Beaver.
Someone showed it the other day, didn't they?
I did this one. It wasn't this comic, but I did the waterfall one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting real close to the money issues.
Hollywood's got art in number 5 as well.
Yeah. He did like the inks. He did like the inks over Everett.
He did inks over Jack Kirby, apparently. Cover pencils by Jack Kirby, inks by Wally Wood. And it's his art by Wally Wood for the Matador.
Yeah, I can't believe I vapor locked Bill Everett. Larry Lieber did the early Iron Mans.
That's a Howard the Duck presentation for you, 1 up, 1 down.
So he just stocked up on the pence and
is that the first appearance of Bill's missus?
He stocked up on the pence and cents copies.
No, I think these were both pences. Yeah, they're both pences. I would say that if anything, you bought them accidentally.
Is that the one with
There you go. Go to the back page.
Is that the one with Kiss?
Yeah. No, the last page of the comic.
He knew what you meant. It's Kiss.
Ooh, it's scary.
It's Kiss.
That's a money book right there.
Is that the only thing they appear in, or are they in the next issue as well?
They're in the whole next issue.
So how's that the first appearance then? Like if they're
that's actually their first comic book appearance.
Yeah, but that's like saying that
that's
Wolverine's first appearance.
No, that's pretty major though. You have a full page and it's them dominating the page. There it is.
Yeah, those books are worth some money.
Oh, last week we were talking about Gambit's first appearance, and I said I would read the annual. Well, I did read the annual, and I understand why there's the debate about when his first appearance was. There is no doubt which one hit the shops first. No doubt whatsoever. It was the annual. But the reason it could be some debate is the continuity of the story. When he first appears in the annual story, he's with Storm, and he obviously knows Storm. You can tell by their dialogue.
Yeah.
But they met, Storm and him met in the X-Men one.
Yeah. They just printed out of order.
Continuity.
That's all that happened is it printed out of order, but one hit the shelf first. Son of Satan. There you go. Attack possessed.
And I counted up the number of times he appears in the
5,
annual.
Right?
No, it's a shitload more.
Is it?
It's like 12 appearances and about 7 speech bubbles.
Oh, really? I thought it was like only 5.
No, it's tons and tons.
Dr. Bong.
Dr. Bong.
Oh, we had that one as well, didn't we? Dr. Bong on cover sleeves. Bong.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like Bong.
Yeah. That's the Dr. Bong that Bill knows.
Bong, 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 bong.
This one feels thicker again.
That was in one of my original 97 comics. If I was trying to at one point I was trying to get back the original 97 comics my brother gave me, and that issue 17 was one of them. Or
how do you remember that, mate?
The 16, the typewriter. Hey, if you got issue 33, it'll blow my mind. If that dude was a completionist to get to 32 and 33, that will blow my mind. Because those are harder than hell to find here in the States.
I think I already looked based on the list. I haven't had a look for the comics, but I think I know the answer, but you'll find out in a minute.
What cover is that based on?
Is it?
Oh, yeah, I know that.
50 or something like that?
Yep.
Spidey 50, yeah.
Show that again, please. Yeah, exactly.
Homage to ASM 50.
Yeah. What was that? Sud.
Is he made out of soap suds? Cleanse, purify, disinfect. The sinister Sufi. The sinister Sufi. Isn't that a Sufi, SUFI, some kind of cleric?
I am a Sufi.
Yeah.
I am literally a Sufi mystic.
May the fast be with you.
That's Star Wars related. Well, parody, I don't know.
Sufis are clergy.
That's against Star Wars.
Sufis are mystics.
Star Wars.
Yeah. Star Wars. For a minute of that one, I thought it had a bit of a Wizard of Oz looking to it as well.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to shit a brick if he's got 32 and 33.
Please don't.
And I think 34. I can't remember if it's 33 or Ringmaster in the Circus of Crime.
That Phil sounds like Phil.
Oh, why don't you put it on the show? Well, I want to do a video for the. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay, folks, it's happy time.
Yeah,
hey, you know where there's a happy time?
You guys got it.
Yeah, we got it.
In my pants.
Yeah. All right, so
just mute him again for a bit. Cooking with gas.
I am getting more and more impressed.
Yeah.
It runs out in a minute.
Yeah, it's hard to have a whole run. So far, you're basically showing an entire run.
Are you gonna record it?
Now you're into the difficult to find issues. The low print run started with 30.
Difficult to find. Here, Kyle, look.
2.
Yeah.
29, number 29.
But he wants to know you got 32 and 33.
The low print run started with 30 and it bottomed out at like 32 and 33.
He's got 30. Iron Duck.
Or yeah, 30 was the last one. So 31 at low print run, and 32 and 33 are just stupid low.
Well, there's 31. Dr. Bong's return.
Whatever the last 3 issues was, but I'm pretty sure that's one of them.
He smashed his Iron Duck armor.
That's it. End of the box.
Yeah, I didn't think there'd be a 32 and 33 in there.
Let me just have a quick look because I'll just.
Those are fucking ghost. They're ghost. They just don't exist.
Did they come out with a gap, like so it didn't come out in the very next?
There was a gap. The
month.
print run was way low. Like way low. I think the print run was like 1/8 of the original. They don't exist. I've seen 32s out in the wild. I've never seen a 33 in the wild.
Oh, let's see if I've got the
Never
list.
seen a 33 for sale where I could get it.
Ballerina, ballerina.
So I'm looking at the guy's list now. Oh, here we go. Howard the Duck. Yeah, he basically didn't. He got up to number 31.
Yeah, because those were easy enough to get. They became impossible after that. Like the print run on the last one is just ridiculously low.
Just checking something else.
And I'm pretty sure it's 33. It could be 34. I know the last 3 issues, the print run just went.
Right.
down.
So here's the deal, right? Number 31, which we showed, was printed in May 1979. Number 32 was printed 6.5 years later in January 1986. And then number 33 was printed 6 months after that in September 86. Yeah. Now, I have had number 33 on my shop and sold it. And I think I've had number 32 on my shop and sold it as well.
Yeah, they're impossible to find.
But I don't think I've got any more copies now.
But yeah, the print run's just bottomed out.
Oh, I've got something interesting to show you.
Is it your giant size man thing?
Nice. Chickpeas.
Do you remember that I was showing a couple of look and learns with Trigon Empire in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had another box just laying around. No, I didn't. From the Frank Dobson collection. Okay.
Right, I'm gonna bring over some stuff from home. They've got some pearl barley and some lentils at home. I'll bring over. Get them used up.
Right, later on, I'll carry on with the order. I just leave off an open trolley at the moment.
Oh, it's sealed. Come on, are you going to behave? Yeah.
You got a cat in you, Kyle?
Huh?
You got a cat in you?
Yeah.
What's your cat's name?
Leia.
Leia, okay. What are you doing? Got any pets?
No, Mum's got one.
What's she got? A cat or a dog?
Call it Millie.
Or a cat?
No, yeah, cat. Mum's got one. I don't have them. I love animals, but I can't deal with all the shit.
yeah, literally.
Right, look and learn, okay? Frank Dobson collection. Those Trigon Empires, they moved into that set, I don't know, about issue 250 or something. So look and learn was going a lot before. That's a number 1. Who's that guy?
Prince of Wales, I'm judging by
Prince Charles.
The King.
Bloody hell. He's got to be a teenager there, isn't he?
Yeah, real young.
Hey, can I tell you something about your favorite little story about the Trigon Empire there?
Yeah.
All you regular guys or anyone who has a touch of Cockney in them calls it the Trigon Empire. It's guys like Mark that are kind of posh call it the Trigon Empire.
I'm not sure which way it is. I don't know. Trigon, I suppose, from a tripod.
I always call it Trigon.
Yeah. Any Cockney calls it the Trigon Empire. Americans would call it the Trigon Empire. If they call it Try, they're posh like Mark.
But in this, so this came from the Frank Dobson one. You know, we've been looking at that a lot. But in the same box was basically a run of pretty much every issue of Look and Learn and duplicates as well. So it's not like it's worth a lot of money. It's not, because no one's buying it. But it's just real cool find, you know.
What
real
year
cool
was that one,
it.
Darren? What year was that one?
That is
50 something.
Charles is older than us, so it's got to be in the 50s.
January 20th, 1962.
62. Okay. Oh, so 7 years, yeah, probably 7 years before I was born, and he was a teenager there by the looks of it. So he's about 20 years older than me, I would have thought.
And it started, the Trigon, or Trigon, whatever you want to call it, started in a mag called Ranger. And I don't know where I put them now, but I had a few copies of that knocking around as well. But that merged, you know, like all the UK stuff always merges, Gray. That merged into Look and Learn, and that's how Trigon Empire got into Look and Learn.
Ah, okay. You think there's been so many British comic books back in the day. Just amazing amount of British comic books there were.
Yeah.
Did I claim all the Silver Surfers from that collection?
All now, isn't there?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, there were only 3 in there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I always keep an eye out for Silver Surfer because it's hard to find.
Yeah, you got my list. Well, the sad thing is they're not hard to find here. But now that I want it, I want to check my list off. I just kind of figured a couple of years ago, I'm going to check off my list by trade if I can help it.
So look, guys, what do you want to do? Because it's 2.25 hours. I've still got energy. I don't know if you have, but I've run out of boxes up here. So if you want to see something else, I'll have to run off and get some.
I might. I'm a bit tired actually. I might call it a day.
Well, that's cool because it's a convenient break.
Yeah.
And I think as well, I think I heard Phil say to Bill that he wanted to do a video, so Bill might be disappearing as well.
They're doing it now, actually. He's doing it now. He's doing it now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Quite literally on today's show, you checked off like 7 books on my want list that I sent you copies of.
Well, I know what's in the rest of the collection based on the list. There's some great stuff. And, you know, I mean, that I went through it slow because I don't want to damage them. But there's 2 more boxes like that. So if that's another 4 hours of ammunition if you need it for the show.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then there's all the magazines ones and the UK stuff. Never seen this stuff before. I know of it, but I've not bought it. I've not had the chance to buy it before. In this grade, the UK Marvel UK stuff is awesome. Awesome. It's worth a look, definitely. So anyway, that can wait for another week.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night now. See you later, guys.
Cheers, Ray. Thanks a lot. Cheers, Kyle.
Bye.
Cheers. Thank you for brightening my day. I love seeing those surfer books.
Bye.
Cheers, viewers.